All right, people, look, we are in the game, baby. We are rolling faster than we've ever rolled before. We got some things in the mix now that are popping off beyond measure. We've worked really hard to get to this point in time, and we just want to share some things with you today. We're going to be doing some books of the week because my weekly reads are having to go back before I got to pay some fees on these. You know, I have books that I buy, but then I have books that I rent. I check them out from the library because I don't really see the value in buying them and keeping them, but I do want to read them and I do want to retain the information and the knowledge that they impute. So I do go to the library a lot, and we're about to bring some of these back today. After I go outside, I'm gonna go outside and chill back in the sun, get some nice sun, and read the remainder of these books here. I will show you them. The other night, I decided, let me cover up my account information because you definitely don't want that. I wrote myself $1 million check. Okay, this is for me to cash one of these days. All right. I'll probably write a new one whenever I do cash one, but this is just incentive to keep my mental in the actual direction of focus that I want to be in the next 5 years. We have some major, major things in the mix, people. We have some things going on right now that are going to leave a lot of people in the dust. And shout out to you if you're watching this right now and you feel like you've left some people in the dust. If you have literally gone beyond your limits and left some people behind, shout out to you. Congratulations. Because that is the end game here. You know, you want to get so far ahead of whoever in your mind that you feel like you need to be ahead of that they have no idea what's going on with you. You're just exuding, if that's the word, correct me if I'm wrong, you can leave a comment. You're just, propelling success straight out of you into everything that you touch. Um, I think they called that the gold thumb or golden hands, one of the two. Hey, if you are one of those people, if you feel like you are running, I got some friends right now that I talk to, and man, I'm so impressed. There's some classmates of mine. Shout out if you're watching. Um, Bros, y'all are freaking hitting it up, man. I am like, some the level of success that I'm seeing some people have, and we're like 22, 23. um, it's blowing my mind. I give kudos to anybody out there that's digging it. But if you're not digging it, get up off your butt. It's not hard. It'll take you probably a good year, a good solid year of grinding your ass off to get to where you feel like you are reaching certain levels of success. So, you know, hey, if you're not one of those people, let's get going. Contact me. I'll help you. I'll put you in businesses. I'll give you advice, whatever I can do. See, because I run a business that is all about helping people. We take people here, and the person up here comes down, picks them up, and says, "Hey, this is what it looks like up here. You want to stay?" And you say, "Yeah, yeah, I do." And then you're at that level, so you can pick up someone that was at your beginning level and bring them up there, and so on and so forth. We're in the business of helping people. This is not all about the money. At the end of the day, we do have to pay the bills. It's not all about the money. This is about personal development. This is about helping people get from where they are to where they want to be in a quicker manner. If we can take this, timeline right here, boom A, boom B, and we can shorten that up as quick as possible, that's what kind of business we're in. We want to take people from where they are to where they see themselves, and we want to jumpstart them. So look, hey, let's get into some books, man. This one, I'm gonna continue reading this. It is absolutely amazing. I skipped a lot of pages and maybe a few chapters in here. I'm the type reader where if it gets into some irrelevant material, I really won't dive deep into that. I like to hear the advice, the information, things of value that are going to help me. Stories are okay. I'm not really on for storytelling. It kind of wastes my time. I want to know how I can better myself now. All right. So look, is bigger better? Let's talk about brand expansion. I believe your brand can expand, but the integrity must remain the same. Okay, that's structure. That's the base. That's your foundation. I've expanded into the entertainment business, golf course development, a hotel collection, and many other things. But the common denominator is always there. Gold standard quality. He's trying to say here that gold standard quality to him is A1. It's meaning there's no corners that have been cut. He has absolutely given it 100%, and he has perfected something as close as he possibly can to have no imperfections, if that makes any sense. So, gold standard quality, that's something we all try to strive for. You see this background here, minus the Vima cans, minus these Vima cans, I'll take these out. But everything you see behind me is gold standard quality. It wouldn't be behind me if it wasn't, because this is my office. I put the Verve cans up just because it's a company I'm in and I promote them. But besides those, I mean, these are gold standard quality. Vima and Verve are gold standard quality. I don't see why they wouldn't be. You watch a video here recently of Eric Thomas. Kid spills it on the floor, and he's like, "Oh, it's like gold." But back to the book. Gold standard quality. We all need to strive for that. Keep your brand standard in mind, and your expansion will seem possible as well as gratifying. So if you keep your level of expertise in mind and the actual, trying to search for the word here, the actual value of your brand in your mind, the where you want to see yourself. If you keep that in mind, it will be gratifying to you because you will be upholding a gold standard. It doesn't mean this will be easy because it's not. I've done it. It's not. The golf links course in Scotland at times was intensely difficult. Just the fact that we were operating in a foreign country was enough. But there were many different factors involved. This brings us back to being true to yourself, which equals which equals being true to your brand. That's the solid foundation that stands the test of time and tribulation and will keep your brand flourishing. I'm going to read this one more time, okay? Is bigger better? And I want to really just read it through and see if it sparks a point. Let's talk about your brand expansion. I believe your brand can expand, but the integrity must remain the same. I've expanded into the entertainment business, golf course development, a hotel collection, and many other things. But the common denominator is always there. It's the gold standard quality. Keep your brand standard in mind, and your expansion will seem possible as well as gratifying. It doesn't mean it will be easy. The golf links course in Scotland at times was intensely difficult. Just the fact that we were operating in a foreign country was enough. But there were many other different factors that were difficult in the involvement of what he was, going through, as well as this golf course. This brings us back to being true to yourself, okay? Which equals being true to your brand, all right? Um, That's the solid foundation that stands the test of time and tribulation that keeps your brand flourishing. This is the Midas touch. Okay, this is the Midas touch by Donald Trump and Robert Kiyosaki. I think that's how you pronounce it. He's the man that wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad. That is a really good book too. But is bigger better? I want y'all to leave some comments down below. This is one of the weekly reads here. Midas Touch, Donald Trump, Robert Kiyosaki. Why some entrepreneurs get rich and why most don't. And it boils down to the gold standard. It boils down to you being true to yourself, and then in turn being true to your brand and the people you do business with. Strength of character is number one. Focus is number two. Brand, relationships, and little things that count. The minute details uphold gold standards in business. That has always been a forte. That has always been a key point, a key aspect in business, and is that the little things count. Those are the minute details that uphold a gold standard. Without those, you do not have quality. You know, the minute details of this ring uphold its quality. Okay, so that's a big thing. Leave it in the comments, man. Is bigger better? You can have a huge business, but if you're not giving, you know, focused value into small things in your company, does it really outweigh, someone who has a small business that has perfected his craft into a bigger business? Donald Trump here has, developed many hotels, many buildings in New York. He is a very successful man. He's lost it all, gained it all back. That is true persistence right there. But seriously, let's talk about this. For the first weekly reads, we have the Midas Touch. Is bigger better? Family just got back home. Let me go chop it up with them, see what we're doing. Write yourself $1 million check. I want you to get your checkbook out and write yourself $1 million check. Post it on your wall. See how that feels. How would it feel if you could take $1 million check and go cash that sucker? How would that feel to you? I don't care what you're doing. Um, Persistence prevails, and you will become who you ultimately want to be. It just boils down to how bad you want it. Shout out to everybody out there that is living an amazing life. If you need some motivational tips, some motivational anything, let me know. We'll contact you. We'll get you with the team. Come here, girl. Come here. This is my baby girl right here. Lily girl. Say hello to the camera. All right, y'all. We're signing out. Peace.